Okay, so let me start this off by saying, I do not want to see a super fight between NAOYA INOUE and GERVONTA Davis. Like, just stop. Enough with the hypothetical of this matchup. It's clearly evident that Inoue will be too small for Tank, and we all should have known this from the beginning. I mean, it was basically common sense. Now, with that being said, I see a lot of haters coming out of the woodworks having a parade because Inoue got dropped in his fight on Sunday against Cardenas. All of a sudden, everyone has a lot to say about it, but there's just one thing. Who won that fight? Yes, Inoue was dropped. Yes, Inoue was tested, but did he not drop Cardenas as well? Did he not get the stoppage and ultimately the victory? Was that not a great fucking fight? Are you not entertained? Did these two gladiators not give us an action-packed, entertaining fight? Say what you want about the inexperience of Cardenas. Say what you want about Inoue looking vulnerable against them. At the end of the day, both fighters came to fight. You know, it fucks me up that some, I know it's not all of you, some fans would rather talk about Inoue getting dropped all day rather than him and Cardenas being the savior of this past weekend's lineup. When it was expected, we knew an Inoue fight would have us pulling out the popcorn by default. We just didn't know that Cardenas was going to bring the fire the way he did. Yet you motherfuckers sit there and want to be very critical of a fighter who gives us the type of fight we want right after everyone talks shit about how Devin Haney and William School ran a track meet. Right after Canelo Alvarez forgot to cut the ring off. Now, did everyone not just have a field day about Ryan Garcia's performance after he was dropped in the second round against Rolando Romero on Friday night? But now Inoue tastes the canvas and actually rises above that moment. Yet everyone rather be critics than crickets. This is the shit I'm talking about. I'm tired of this shit. You know, maybe Inoue isn't a monster after all. Maybe Inoue is human. But please, somebody tell me what's wrong with that. He still displays high quality performances. He still finishes strong. He still crunches shit. He still gets the job done. So what's the problem? So what if he's not perfect? Yes, he does appear to be chinny. But I mean, he can't have everything now. There have been plenty of legends throughout the years who have had the Achilles heel. Roy Jones Jr. is arguably the greatest boxer of all time at his peak, and we saw what happened when his chin started to get tested. Now, Roy may have been over the hill by the time he started getting cracked that way, but there was a time at his peak when Roy touched the canvas. He may not have been visibly hurt, but it happened, dog. And in Roy fashion, he still dog-walked the guy. Vasily Lomachenko got dropped by Linares and has shown that he can be defeated. But guess what? Loma's still Loma. He's still gonna give your favorite fighter a run for their money. Shit, Sergio Martinez was a bad motherfucker. He always came to fight. Was a real showman in the ring. Had a lot of pound for pound fighters hesitant to face him. And there have been several times in his career where he got dropped. He even got stopped before actually hitting his peak, but he was still one of the fan favorites and will always be remembered as a legend. Manny Pacquiao, the national treasure, champion in 8 different weight classes and unanimous people's champion. Pacquiao was dropped and stopped twice earlier in his career before taking off like a rocket, and even suffered one of the worst knockouts in boxing history when he was at the upper echelon of the sport. We still paid to watch him though. He still was the Pac-Man that would light your ass up like a 5-year-old shoes from Payless. All those fighters were gifted, all those fighters were special, and still showed that it was okay to have chinks in your armor. So why can't Inoue do that, bro? Why are we talking about him getting dropped rather than his victory? It's boxing, bro. You're gonna get hit. That doesn't take away from him still being dangerous. That doesn't take away from him bringing the heat. Listen, say what you want to say about him. You're still gonna watch him. And if you don't watch it, you're still gonna look at the highlights. If you don't do that, you're still gonna compare and have debates about him. And once again, he still won. He still was the savior of your weekend of boxing. And if he wasn't, well then you missed out. Papa.